dauert jetzt ein paar Sekunden, bis wir mal loslegen können.
Bisschen tiefer. Du musst ein bisschen tiefer kommen. Du bist ja nicht da.
Ist gut. Da. All good. All good. So we're just going to give it a couple of seconds until we're actually going live. So we've got the first 3 people in there jumping in. 7 and so on and so on and so on. It's actually quite crazy how it works, huh?
Never seen it.
Yeah.
There we go.
Where you're not the age actually to see that. So look at 22 people already tuned in. 33 people. There we are. See. Look, guys, I'm going to quickly show you something. Look at this. Wait. Give it a second. Look at this. Check the view out of this wonderful. I hope you can see it. Can you see it over here somewhere? Can you see Burj Al Arab? Is that possible? Well, kind of, right? Alrighty, yo. So. Tune in. So there we are.
There we go.
Good one, Andy. So, so I think that is quite excited. I think, huh? So, yeah. First of all, thank you very much for everybody tuning in. It's like we're live since like I don't know a minute, and we got like almost 50 people in here. And the numbers are actually going up more than 50, so that's pretty amazing. And actually the whole idea why we are doing this, or what was the whole, what's your code here? The whole idea of doing this Facebook Live video was actually giving something back to you guys. And a couple of weeks ago, I got a message of my dad sending me actually a message and asking me, hey, is this live video actually really live? So
not a fake.
And he basically sent me this message, and I was like, well, Dad, this is actually a live video, yes. And they were actually, even Mark Sawkins is looking here, so there we are.
Here we go then.
So what I basically had, or my dad sent me this kind of message, and I was like, wow, why not creating a Facebook Live just for you guys? Because you know what, 362 days ago I got involved into network marketing, and I was really kind of scared to tell people I love and tell people who I respect, because you have so many people who have so many doubts about our industry, where I am absolutely faithful for and thankful that I got introduced to this wonderful industry, but I got introduced on the right way to this industry, because network marketing, if you actually live, breathe, and just love this industry, I can tell you that you will definitely fall in love with this. But I was always scared to tell my dad, because my dad is a very successful business owner in his life, and he has been very successful in what he is doing. But I went a different path than him. And you all know that if you go a different path than your father actually wanted you to go to, it's like always kind of dodgy, and you don't really know how you actually will say that. So I was like, okay, just do a Facebook Live with him and share with the world what he actually, where I told him, hey, I am going my way in network marketing. And actually today I met him for a coffee, and he was sitting in this small cafe just in front of Burj Al Arab here in Dubai, and he was actually writing down notes. So he's got 6 pieces of paper of actually doing his research about network marketing, doing research about my company I cooperate with, which is Jeunesse Global, and about the industry itself. So I just want to quickly hand over to my dad, introduce himself, because I don't want to talk too much. It's more about him than me. So I love you all. Even Mum is here. Greetings from Mum. I love you. All the best.
Hi, man.
So I'm looking forward to that, and I'm going to hand over to you, Dad.
Okay, guys. Now that's very exciting for me. Old industry is meeting the young generation. I'm obviously prepared. I've done my research. Taylor's doing this off by heart, and there he wins already my absolute faith. I've had the luck to see him last Monday in the Bonington Hotel doing a product presentation. I was very impressed, I must admit, from the presentation technique, from products being presented, and so on and so on. But as I said, this purpose of today's call is about parents, their thoughts, their doubts, and what is very important, the prejudices when it comes to multi-level marketing industry, which you nowadays, as I know from my son now, which you call network marketing. So I want to look a little bit into it. I will be focusing on three main things. On a more general note, my own belief as a parent is that it is our parental duty, basically, to support and accompany and give guidance to our kids' decision. As a parent, you have already succeeded if your child, like Taylor, is sharing his decision-making way. And then everything is going fine. And then suddenly comes this moment when your kid stands in front of you and says, Dad, I'm going to build up my own business and I'm using network marketing on it. I thought, you heard about this. What is your initial first reaction? This is more to the elder generation. I don't know what parents are watching this as well. But you might as a parent think, this is not another Ponzi pay scheme, I hope. This is not another MLM operation. Hence, we make our own parents' first mistake, prejudice. Yeah, without looking into the product, doing some research on the company and looking at the compensation plan, which I was allowed to, we think and say something negative instead of saying, hey son, I'm very proud that you want to go that extra mile, what you need if you're self-employed, if you go the entrepreneurial way. And now let us look at this company together, what you want to do, look at their products. Let's define a business plan with all the milestones you need. This would have been the correct answer to your kid. So I let Taylor now explain you why this path he has chosen is not another sort of Ponzi type distribution scheme. Taylor, convince me. We call it Schneeballsystem in Germany, snowballing system. And there's your first prejudice. 98% of the people would immediately say it's a snowballing system, but they don't have a clue. You tell us.
That was actually the first reaction I got from the people who I shared, like the first people. When I joined network marketing, the people came up to, or my sponsor told me, all right, let's contact the easiest 5 to 10 people. Let's talk to the first 20 people and let's see what the reaction is. And the thing was here that I was scared because in the beginning you were just overwhelmed, because what happens is you get involved into network marketing, you see all these big numbers, you see all these big figures, you see all these guys driving all these wonderful cars, and you just join and your first commission check is like $25 and you're like, okay, what has happened? Like, this doesn't work.
This doesn't work, yeah.
The biggest problem in network marketing in general is, and why people do get actually a bad impression about network marketing, because they get completely a complete wrong view of network marketing, because people tell them, look, you're going to be quick rich, you're going to make $10,000 next month, you're going to be rich in a year, you don't have to work, quit your job and all these things. But that's bullshit at the end of the day, because network marketing will only be successful if you start as a part-time job, start building it up, and as soon as you, I mean, there's an average in network marketing, what you say, if you make let's say 3 times the salary you make in your normal day job, that's basically where you say you should consider going all in into network marketing. Okay. So I can, in the beginning, I was kind of scared because I didn't know how the people would react on it, but just out of the reason because I didn't know what kind of industry I was in. So that's the second mistake what happens, because people start thinking they know the industry, but they do not know the industry.
Yes, correct.
So there's a nice saying in Germany, and probably used all around the world as well, where if you want to be a professional in something, you have to invest 10,000 hours. Yes. No matter if it's good or bad hours, right? So a football player like Cristiano Ronaldo is always the first on the pitch and always the last leaving the pitch.
That extra mile.
He's going the extra mile. The same is with network marketing. If you put 10,000 hours and you divide that by actually 8 hours a day, that's 1,250 days. Now 1,250 days divided by years, so 365, is basically 3 years. So 3.5 years. when you study, you go studying for 3.5 years. When you go out there and you have an apprenticeship, you learn 3 years. Anything what you want to learn to be professional in life, you have to do it 3 years. And here's the downfall of network marketing. It's a very, very hard way until you make money, but then you are being so much overpaid for what you're doing because you already went the milestone and you went already all these 10,000 hours, and then you'll be paid for it. So that's the downfall of network marketing, and that's why so many people are not successful in network marketing, because they think they're going to be rich within a year. I can tell you, I'm not rich from network marketing. I'm doing good money, yes, but I'm not yet rich, and I have not yet actually achieved what I wanted to achieve with network marketing. But you have to understand the industry before you actually prejudge on the industry.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, I get the absolute point. What I've heard on Monday night when we met in this hotel, it's the compensation plan. What I've seen, what you're working on, is what I personally like. You can choose for your own level what you want to be doing. If you want to do the typical wholesale, buy something at 100, and do the retail, sell something at 150, you stay there. If that is your wish, you stay there. That is fine. If you additionally want to go market leadership, you can go that as well. If you want to do the two things, perfect. In my world, as I'm coming from the banking industry, as some of you guys know, this is very similar. If I do a good job in my banking, in my bank, who I work for, if I meet my budget, which is set by the bank, and if I overperform, obviously I get a nice compensation. Guess what? My boss gets also a nice compensation because I worked well, and my boss works well as well. So the two industries are fairly close together, and in my eyes, that is something which is absolute fair level. Now, I want to come to the second point of tonight's evening's discussion. Let's talk little bit about the sales marketing approach, what we have with Jeunesse. There's a lot of "we love you all, we are one family" slogans. For me personally, that is a little bit too much. Just think if every second night I would say, hey, my job is great and my bank is great, and so on and so on. That would look a little bit funny. It might work in some countries, in some others it doesn't. It looks sometimes a little bit out of a marketing pitch book called "How to Be a Successful Salesman on my Way to the First Million." Does really a good product like what I feel Jeunesse can offer really need that type of marketing approach? I'm much aware that this works very well in the US. It works in the UK to a certain extent, and it works well in the UA. But maybe Europe needs a bit of another tailor-made approach.
Very, very good. Well, the thing is that I believe, especially Europe is there has been a lot of downfalls in Europe for the MLM industry. Let's say it that way, because there have been a lot of companies, especially in the insurance business. We all know about that. We all know. Where a lot of money has been promised but never delivered. And the actual product has never actually been delivered. Yeah. No matter if it's in insurance, no matter if it's in actual product-related network marketing, I think it's like kind of, they're already brand marked, let's say it that way, in Europe. Let's say United Arab Emirates. I mean, I live in Dubai, and my main business and my main team is in Dubai. I think Dubai itself, compared to Europe or the Middle East and the GCC region itself, has just a complete different approach for network marketing, because network marketing is nothing else than a vision. So when I started a year ago, I had a vision for myself. So I said, okay, look, I see my vision this way, I see my vision this way, and I see for my team the vision this way. So 25 years ago, we would have been sitting here in the desert seeing camels walking around.
Yes,
now
correct.
In Europe, it sometimes takes 25 years just to get an approval to build a freaking airport.
Absolutely correct.
So here they just built a complete city within 25 years. So I truly believe that, especially in these virgin markets such as Dubai is and the GCC region is, compared to Dubai or compared to Europe, that everybody is way more open. And the thing is here in Dubai, everybody is business orientated. I mean, we got I think 90% expats here in Dubai.
Yeah, correct.
And the thing is, everybody's here for a reason. The biggest problem is that a lot of people come here and forget why they came here. Now, when I came here to Dubai, the first thing what I saw was a yellow Lamborghini in Doha when I landed at duty free. So I've never seen a Ferrari in my life. So shame on
Lambo.
you. So I was like, hey, I mean, what is this? So I come here and I start working, and what happens is the vision which I had for myself was completely taken away because I absolutely did not know how much effort and time I had to put into this. But as much as you told me always put more work into it,
Yes.
and you will succeed somewhere. And that's the fact that a lot of people here in Dubai understand the fact that they want to build up business, a global business, and they have this entrepreneurial mind just when they come here directly. And once you have the chance, I just want to quickly share this. My dear friend Ralph, who is watching here as well, he told me this story from his father, and I was touched by that story because 1994, I was 1 year old at that point.
Correct.
Right? I was 1 year old. 1994, Ralph's dad had the opportunity to buy the company he was working for because they were not doing very well for like approximately, I think it was 60,000 euros, so 110,000 Deutschmarks. Now what happened was that his dad was offered the company and he was like, no, I don't want to take the risk of being an entrepreneur.
Which is the problem with
Exactly.
a lot of entrepreneurs.
Exactly. But on the other side, people are not willing to take risks, but they are complaining about their actual life.
Yes.
If you don't take risks in life, nothing's going to happen.
Yeah.
So what happened here in this example with Ralph's dad is that he got offered this amazing company. They all thought this company is going to break down. 22 years later, he retired in the same position in the same company. Now, I just
would have worked well for him, I would guess.
Exactly. Now, but that's the thing. What people need to understand. Network marketing is first of all, no matter what company you are in. I mean, we got a lot of people in here. We've got more than 115 people in here right now. A lot of people from different generic network marketing companies or industries itself. What you need to understand is when you join network marketing, you need to understand the industry first. And you will not be successful just overnight. What you need to do is understand, work, develop, and you will see that, I mean, you'll be rewarded back big time.
Okay.
Sure, yeah?
Okay. No, totally understood. But I still would advise on saying, give it a bit of a tailor-made, your own edge. This is very important. If you've built up a tremendous business in the last 12 months, as what you have seen on his various posts, but now it's time for the next milestone, the next step. Give it your personal edge, away from this global company towards your tailor-made. So that would be my advice as a father to him. Right, coming to the last point of tonight, let's talk about the products. The usual prejudice is what? Guess what? We've all seen these products before. Yes, that is correct. In some sort of way, other ingredients, and they're far too expensive. Here's my typical handbag discussion. Now, a woman can buy a handbag for $100 at Hennes & Mauritz, H&M, or she can buy a handbag for $1,000 from Gucci, for example. For me, as a husband, as a man, it's the same. It's the same purpose. But many women, a lot of women, are happy to pay an additional $900 just for the brand, for the good thing. Exactly. So, for me, that is the same thing. So, let me ask you about the actual ingredients in the various Jeunesse products. I've asked this question before. Do they have a long history of medical or pharmaceutical research behind them? Who are actually the people behind it who do the research for you? I guess you have some sort of medical supervisory board. I would like to hear a little bit more on that one. Yes, because Jeunesse in itself is only 5, 6, 7 years old. But obviously the ingredients, the products, I would like to hear a little bit more what we discussed today.
Actually, I haven't seen these questions before, so this is kind of cold water now. So at the end of the day, Jeunesse Global was founded by two very, very successful business people, Randy Ray and Wendy Lewis. And they were way, way successful before Jeunesse Global even started.
Okay.
Now, they were applying IT solution programs for other companies. They were doing compensation plans for other companies as well. So they were in the compensation and marketing plan side experts, way, 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 way far enough.
So that's the business side.
That's the business side. But the thing is here, obviously...
Now we need a product.
Exactly. Obviously, you can have... Like, if you are a good salesman, we know that. You can have any product, you can sell it. If you are a good salesman. The thing is here, what I love about Jeunesse, and that's why I have so much faith in Jeunesse Global, because I got convinced actually kind of by the business plan, but I used the product actually before I knew anything about the company itself. And I was like, oh damn, this actually works. So why is this? Jeunesse Global had 2009, they had compensation plans in place, they were pretty amazing. Now the thing is here, they took basically the newest product of the market with the best doctors in the scene. Basically, let's take for example everything kicked off with Dr. Nathan Newman, who is the the world leader in stem cell formulation. Now, what happened was that they took his product, bought the patents, took him on the medical advisory board, and developed a whole skincare line about one single product. Now, just to give you...
Clever.
It's a complete clever way how to build up a business. So why not... two things what I want to add there is, if you want to take the competitors of us in the market, I mean, I can tell names, I believe, in here. If you take La Mer and La Prairie, all the women in here will 100% know. These are the most expensive serums worldwide, with growth factors inside and all these things. Now, a La Mer serum will cost you $400 approximately. Now the problem is here. Jeunesse Global says our product is even way more successful in selling and actually applying, right? But our product is only $160. Why is this? And there you see what kind of commercials and TVs and VIPs need to be paid to market a product.
That's clear.
Yeah? And that's the thing. So Jeunesse Global took actually the whole marketing and marketing budget away and put it back to distribution. Now back to the reason to the products. What happened here is the whole medical advisory board today is Dr. Nathan Newman, who is in the skincare, who is involved in the skincare line. We have Dr. William Amzalek, who is one of the best general medicine guys worldwide. I met him 3-4 times already. So he does actually exist. Very, very funny guy. The third thing is we have Dr. Vincent Giampapa. And actually, Dr. Vincent Giampapa, for all the German in here, N24, if you check on N24, that's like a national documentary TV channel. He's actually doing some research about stem cell formulation, about cellular rejuvenation, about actually anti-aging, reverse aging, with no one else than Stephen Hawkins. I mean, these are people who are well known in the industry. If you Google his name, for example, he's been nominated twice for a Nobel Prize, right?
Okay, this is very, very important what Taylor has to say here. You can Google everything. Prejudices, what we have talked about. But here I did Google as well. I've checked it with my own family, with a lot of pharmacists in it, and it's actually true. Those stories are absolutely fine. And when I read about this, it reminded me again about my own banking industry. We call this repackaging or securitization to a certain extent. It's basically we as bankers take some well-established products at the capital markets. We're adding some little spice to it, give it a lovely brand name, and off we go with the marketing. So my industry isn't very far away from your own industry. So interesting to note. But again, you have to do your research first, and that's the most important. So basically, let me summarize this little talk, what we've had tonight here today, with one of my own principles in life, is the following. Better to have tried than never to have tried at all. What do I mean with this? Success in life is basically driven by making decisions. If we as parents, and that was what the call was about, if we are part of our kids' decision process, the making process, you can be proud of it, that your children are including you in the process. The decision actually might be right at the time, according to your own individual, as we always said, pro and con list, but it could always, and you must be aware of this, it could always turn sour at some stage in your life. But at least you have taken a decision rather than sitting at home and always complaining about things. To run your own business and to be your own entrepreneur is very, very challenging and does not come without risk. It does not come without some sort of putting money into the business. It's as simple as that. But it can be surely life rewarding, and this is only if you're prepared to go that extra mile. Now, I'm proud of my son tonight. Very proud. He is prepared to go that extra mile. Whether it will pay off, we will see in the future, but he has tried. And with that, this was my finishing words. I hope a lot of parents of the younger generation are listening to this as well. I'm open for any questions. Absolutely fine. Taylor, the family stands behind you.
Thank you.
I've done my research. Good luck to you.
Thank you very much.
All the best.
Thank you very much for everyone tuning in tonight. We had way more than 150 people in here tuning in, so you see all the numbers up here. Yeah. So from all the different countries tuning in. So I really love all the support I have from my dad. So that's actually my mentor and my coach in anything what we're doing. And of course, big shout out to my mom as well. That she's watching as well. Mom is amazing. So. She gives me all the stage confidence, basically. You give me the talking. Absolutely. You give me the talking. Mama gives me basically the stage confidence. So thank you very much for everything. Thank you very much for visiting me in Dubai again, every single year again.
Again.
And we're gonna have an amazing time. And I can truly say that I wouldn't stand behind this amazing product and this opportunity, such as network marketing, if not, I would have this support at the end of the day, because that gives you a wall behind you which cannot fall. And I can absolutely tell you, just go up to your parents, show them this video, even translate the video. I know we got a lot of people who don't speak English, but translate it into German for them, because I think what you said, there's a lot of things what you said which are so true. And I just love the content you just brought. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right.
All the best.
You,
bye, guys.
Goodbye.